Let's go to the Stevens Quintet.
Stephan's Quintet, sure. So the Stephan's Quintet is a galactic supercluster. It's probably the most famous and well-studied cluster. It is actually four galaxies that are sort of in gravitational lockstep with one another. Generally speaking, galaxies are kind of off on their own, doing their own thing. They've collected all of the matter around them, and so they're kind of just living on their own in space. So to see two galaxies interacting with each other is pretty special, but having four of them interacting with each other at once is very rare, and it's relatively close to us. There's actually, if you look in this photo on the left side, there's one that's slightly more clearly depicted, like you can pick the stars out of it, and that's actually substantially closer to us than the rest of it. So it's kind of an interesting depiction of how, from our perspective, since we don't have any sort of parallaxing capabilities at these distances, you can't really tell what things are next to each other and what things are super far apart from each other.
Perception. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the depth perception, exactly. So, but these other four galaxies are really interesting because they are all interacting and colliding with each other. And with the Webb, we're now able to see in through the gas and dust clouds that are surrounding these galaxies because of the infrared light that Webb is able to pick up. So we're able to kind of see the interior of these things for the first time. What's interesting to me is we also have a galaxy that we are in galactic lockstep with, that is the Andromeda galaxy. And right now it is it's hundreds of millions of light years away, but it is heading towards us. And in 4 billion years, the Milky Way galaxy is going to collide with Andromeda. And actually, Andromeda is much larger than we are. And so it is going to create a massive spiral mess in a few billion years, which is really will be fascinating to see if humans are still around then. But this is kind of a good example of what the crazy swirls and offshoots and arms that get spun out when two galaxies interact with one another.